Hey y'all, Olan Hulion here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to Florida and leaving Tristen. Bye-bye. The vlog portion of this video was filmed a couple months ago. I think it was filmed back in March. So in this video, I am a little annoying. So y'all have fun with that. So this whole thing started out crazy already, like from the very jump. Me and Tristen, a couple days prior to us leaving for Florida, was invited to my friend Cambri's birthday dinner by her best friend, Grace. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be a surprise or what. I don't remember. It's been a couple months. One thing about me is if I'm invited to something, whether it's your birthday dinner, something important, or just in general, I'm going to try to show up. It's just the type of person I am. You invite me somewhere, I'm gonna try to go. So if you don't want me going, don't invite me. I also think I do this just because I just want my friends to know that I care about them. You know, if I invite somebody somewhere, whatever, especially if it's my birthday, like, please come. But anyways, we were scheduled the night of this birthday dinner to leave at 11 o'clock at night. We're like, okay, that's good because our friend Grace, the one that's going to Florida with us, she had a lot of stuff to do that day. I think she had like a going away party to go to. She had something with her mom, and then she had to finish packing her bags. So we were like, okay, this is perfect. Like, this would be perfect timing. We get to Cambri's thing. I think it was like scheduled at to be like 8 o'clock.
Let's look at the Cambry. That's bright. Kind of like get a something, and I never gonna want that.
We'll leave the dinner at 10. We'll be at our house around 10:30. We'll get the car packed and then leave at 11. So we make it to our house on time, and we're like, where's Grace? And she's like, sorry boys, I'm running late. We're like, okay, good. That's fine. So we get everything ready, whatever. Like, I'm helping Tristen pack his stuff because he's moving to Florida. Like, I'm helping him organize things, and he's got like 3 bags, so it's like nothing much at all. And my mom's in the kitchen talking to us. Grace gets there, and y'all, we sat in the kitchen with my mom for over an hour talking about literally anything. And I'm over here like, I'm the one driving. Can we go? Like, can we peace out already? So like, we get to Grace's car and we have to unpack everything because she literally packed her entire bedroom. I kid you not. Like, girl, you're only gonna be in Florida for 6 months. Why are you packing everything inside? And so we're over here like unpacking the car, like trying to put everything back where it would fit, like building blocks or something. And Tristan's only got 4 things to put in here, and we're having a hard time to put those 4 items in there. And so we're like stuffing stuff underneath the seats. We're like repacking things and making things like work, whatever. And we sat there for like over an hour trying to pack everything, trying to get it in there. We get it in there. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you. We were able to fit this stuff in there. And I look in the back seat at Tristen. Like, I had my 1 bag because like I was gonna drive them there and then fly back home. So I'm sitting there like, okay, we got my bag to fit, we got Tristan's bag to fit. And I look back there and Tristan's back there, squished up against the window with like everything in there, like he was like packaged into like a can of sardines or something. And I'm like, damn, this is one hell of a Lego set. Like, that's what we just built here. It was a glorified Titanic ship Lego set.
I'll call you and let you know how things go.
She was crying. So we get on the road and we're driving. And y'all, I drove the entire time. Like, the entire time, y'all. Well, not the entire time. I think Grace drove for like maybe 3 hours. And that was it. So I got my little cat nap in at one point. And then Tristen over here slept the entire time, didn't drive once. And y'all, this was like a 16-hour drive. And we were stuck in traffic a couple of times. So like, a normal 16-hour drive turned into like, I don't know, 18, 19 hours. And like the entire time I'm driving, I'm like dozing off. And I'm like, Jesus, please, like put on some trashy pop music right now. Like put on the da-da-da-da type beat. Like I need something to like wake me up. When we got to Florida, y'all, I was so exhausted. Like I can't even explain to you how exhausted I was. Like I was like I will crash out right now. I was like, thank you, Jesus, I booked a flight home because there's no way I'm driving back by myself. But we get to Orlando around 4:30, 5 o'clock the next day, like PM the next day.
We made it, y'all. We made it. We made it.
And I'm like, I'm going to take me a freaking nap. And if one of you talk to me, I might snap. And I was like, there's no way that I'm not taking a nap because of these little hoodlums in the back. When I say hoodlums, I mean Tristan. He's just back there like, let's go do this, let's go do that. And I'm like, I haven't slept, sir. We get checked into our hotel room and I go take me a cute little shower. I crawl up in the bed as one does to go to sleep. Also, before we get deeper into this video, like there's this side of me that's really annoying and it gets activated every single time when I'm with Grace or someone that I'm really comfortable with, like really comfortable with. And I don't know where it comes from. I think it's just because like me and Grace feed off of each other's energy and we're like, yes, crackheads, that's what we are right now. So welcome to the annoying side of Oli. And when we get to the hotel, I take me a glorious nap. And then we wake up around like 8 o'clock that night. Y'all, I think I look great. There's no point changing. There's no point getting ready. I look great. I look great. Like, Tristan can't outdo this. They be lining on the block. Oh, delicious. Can I come in, Greasy Grease? She let me in. Okay, now I'm just gonna brush my teeth and go ready. Y'all, this is gonna be our last Cane's run.
Move over, you dirty slut. Oh.
We got Cane's. It was busy, girl. It was so busy. It was busy, y'all.
It didn't take long, though. They really didn't.
Yeah, no, it didn't. But now we bullied Tristan into pumping the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go? Is he still there? Yeah, he's sitting there. He hates his life.
He
And
hates
it's
us
because
too.
of me. Oh. Y'all, I'm just in such a good mood today. I don't know what it is. Is it because I want to have 6 months of peace?
No.
6 months of peace.
Oh, it's because
I
he
don't
took
know.
his catnap. Like 6 of them.
That too.
Literally.
That too.
Literally.
How was pumping gas? It was hard. It was so hard.
So miserable.
I'm trying to check with the guest. Oh, we're almost full.
I want to go home. Like, as soon as we got back, I was like, I'm going to bed now. My favorite thing to do with Tristan is, like, say some, like, really uncomfortable things and just watch for his reaction because, y'all, his reactions are priceless and, like, it literally makes me, like, yodel. It makes me laugh, like, cackling on the floor, dying. Come here. Don't tell Tristan this, but he's actually kind of funny. Come on a little adventure with me underneath the covers. So do you come here often? No, me either. What you at, Tristan? What'd you say? Weirdo.
Set your damn alarm for 5:15. Okay?
Answer me back!
Set an alarm. Right. Hello? Oh, yeah, bitch. Freaking Spider-Man.
We wake up, we pack up everything, and like I'm over here like packing up all of my stuff, making sure I have my stuff because I have to check into my hotel later on. Their check-in to their apartments and stuff was like 8 a.m. I think, and so I think we woke up around like 6:30.
I mean, like your actual check-in.
My check-in is at 8:35, and then my background check is at 10.
Well, we were like on a little adventure earlier. We didn't know where to exactly go, and it was so fun.
You know, that's kind of surprising that we didn't yell at each other because we always yell at each other.
Tristan has no statement to commit because he's usually the one doing all the yelling.
That's a damn lie. You're the one yelling at everybody.
Gaslight him like he does me. Okay. I'm just taking tips. God, they're gonna hate me. They're just getting so annoyed with me. It's kind of weird saying bye to the girls.
We're not leaving yet.
In my heart, you are.
Not me. He is.
I'm evacuating. I'm checking out.
Yeah, y'all. I got to check into my flight at 4:15 in the morning. Bless my heart.
Bless my heart, hope to die, send a love on. I forgot the rest of the song.
Sending my kids off to college.
Bye, Oli.
He's gone, y'all. Actually, I'm gonna miss him. I've been in here for over like 2 hours now. I want coffee, Samantha. I want coffee. What else do I want? A nap. Let me turn this off. This is like a little loud. I just want coffee, y'all. I can't leave. So the gang is back together. Me and Grace was waiting here forever.
Sorry.
For this ugly. We went on our own adventure to parking lot 1 and then came back to parking lot 3.
Yes.
Where were you?
You're flirting with
I
you.
hear.
Dang,
I hear.
Oh, see, I told you I knew you would.
Think though.
I hear you're flirting with literally everyone.
Literally everyone.
I literally.
You're
Like,
such a whore.
I know. I'm so innocent.
What about that redhead? It looked like you made good friends with.
okay, can you cut the video?
Is there anything I need to bring from my contact?
ID.
Okay, that's it.
Yes. What do you do?
We're setting Tristan up for his background check. What is this on my camera?
Dirty stuff.
It's still there. He's coming back for us.
I don't feel comfortable going this early. At least my time isn't this time.
Tristan, Grace went early.
I went early too.
Oh, really?
Yes, I said that.
What time? What time did you go?
I went as soon as I got out of that place.
So what was the time?
I don't know.
I don't know. We've been sitting in the car for
It
about
was like
30
30
minutes.
minutes before my appointment. And they said that
By the time I
could
get there, probably be 30 minutes before mine.
What did you just say? That's slow. I don't even know how to walk good.
He's exhausting, y'all. Oh, this hurts my hand.
We've been dealing with him for years.
Tristy, how was your background
I
check?
got 2 felonies. No, I don't have no
Don't,
felonies.
we don't want to speak that into existence.
I don't have any felonies.
What happened when you went in there?
I was starting with the.
He was. He wasn't. He's not lying.
With the lady. She was so sweet though.
Yeah, okay, what
She
happened?
reminded me of.
I'm
Miss
keeping
Carol.
these.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, now tell us what happened.
Which one? Oh, okay. So I asked her. She goes, "Do you have any Have you committed any crimes?" I was like, "Is a traffic ticket considered a crime?" She goes, "No, nobody would be here then."
I say he's committed plenty of crimes. He leaves people on delivered in red and never gets back to them, and then wonders why he's single.
Oh.
I don't wonder why. I know why.
And at this point, it's time for us to move them into their apartment. And so we take everything to Grace's apartment, and then we took everything to Tristan's apartment, and we hung out with him for a little bit due to the fact that her roommate was moving in at the same time. And so we're like, okay, we'll let her settle in. We'll go help Tristan because Tristan doesn't have a roommate right now. And we'll just help Tristan for a little bit. But y'all, I literally like hung out with him for like maybe 2 seconds. And I was like, can we go somewhere else? I feel useless.
You do it.
This is heavy. I should have let her keep doing it.
You might not even have any roommates. Oh, that carpet says otherwise.
And I think it was still not Grace's time to like move in yet or whatever. And we were like, let's go get coffee. Let's go get coffee. So we went and we got coffee at, I don't remember exactly where it was at, but there was this cute little squirrel, y'all. And y'all, she was Amanda. She was, in fact, Amanda. Her name is Amanda. She had 3 kids. Like, she was living her best life. Her name is Amanda, and she is waiting for the kids to come home from school. She's so freaking cute. Look at her. Amanda, when the kids coming home?
I want to take it home.
Say it again.
I want to take Amanda home.
That's not what you said. You said,
I said,
Amanda!
Oh. Amanda!
We came back and then we walked Grace to her apartment, and then I walked Tristan to his apartment. And I stood there for like 2 seconds and I was like, okay, I'm about to go spend time with Grace, which is hilarious because Tristan's my twin and I will not be seeing him for 6 months at this point. But I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with Grace, see Luhu, what she doing. I don't wanna hang out with Tristan right now.
Where are you going?
Okay, so,
I've been out since you've been up, girl.
Grace goes, I need this, I need a nap. I've been giving you all the bitch face for the last 3 hours.
Why can't you just take the car and come back?
Oh, I'm being useful. I'm being so useful.
Literally. You're being silly stuff. I don't need your help, really. You can just sit there and look pretty. Like you always do.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you.
You like blinked for a second. I saw it.
Do I?
I just put my hand up. Am I?
Yeah. Are you the apartment?
I remember I was sitting there, Grace was like, why are you not hanging out with Tristan right now? And I was like, why would I be hanging out with Tristan right now? And she was like, he's your twin. I was like, it's whatever, I'll see him in 6 months. The day passed on or whatever, and it was time for me to like leave to go like check into my hotel. So I was like, Grace, let's go to your car and get my stuff. And she was like, no, Olan, you can go by yourself. And I was like, okay. So I went to the parking lot, which is like a mile long, walked there, got my stuff, and then walked back to Grace's apartment to say bye to her. This is me waiting on Grace to open her door because she was too lazy and didn't want to walk with me. I had to Grace and it's like time for me to do my little walkie chain to the Uber. I sat down there for like 3 minutes. My Uber came and picked me up. This Uber ride was about an hour long and I was like, I need to go to sleep. Like I'm dozing off, I'm like bouncing my head or whatever. And this lady that was driving me was nice, but like I don't trust people. Like I don't just sleep in random places. Like I have a hard time sleeping at some people's houses, that like some of my friends' houses. So like sleeping in a car with someone I don't know at all, like hello. But the entire time I'm like, okay, this one is sweet, but like if I fall asleep, will I end up on like a Christina Randall video? Will I end up in a murder makeup mystery? Like I don't want to be Kendall Raid out here, like and like the entire time I'm like falling asleep and I'm like like if it was a man, like I would be more scared. It would, but it was this like sweet lady. But like I was so scared, like I don't trust people. And so the entire time I'm still like bobbing my head, like just trying to like make it to the hotel. And at one point I literally like I couldn't keep my eyes open. I fell asleep, and whenever she pulled into like my hotel, whatever, she's like, baby, we're here. And I was like, baby, we're here. Like only like friends' moms say that. Like my mom says that, and that's some stranger. I like woke up looking at her. She was like, you're here. I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. And she was like, yeah, you two have a good flight tomorrow. I was like, how does she know I have a flight? But then I realized like, Olan, your hotel is right next to the airport. Go to the front desk, check in, go upstairs to my room. I walk into my room. My room is like cute and stuff. And whenever I was walking in, like on the little door panel or whatever, it says like your room number. Number was like 333. I was like, what does this mean? Because I hear the girls online saying like angel numbers or something. And I was like, okay, whatever. I walk in, my room is like nice, whatever. I get situated. I take me a shower, I do my skincare routine, and then I go take a nap. And this is whenever we get into a hiccup. Because Grace and I, and Tristen, we're gonna go to a sushi restaurant like that night. I arrived at my hotel at like 4 o'clock. We were meeting at 8 o'clock. And like they called me at some point and they're like, hey, we're on the way. But like I didn't answer. And then they were texting me, blowing me up like, hey, we're on the way, whatever. And I was like, okay. And so like I'm like still asleep. And like I have no idea they're on their way because hello, I didn't check my phone or I didn't hear it go off. And so they're there for, I kid you not, 20 minutes waiting for me, like calling me. And I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, like what? Like they didn't know what room number I was in or anything, so they couldn't come up there and knock on my door and like wake me up. And so I answer the phone, like, oh my god, I overslept, like give me a couple of seconds, and I get ready in like 20 minutes. I walked down there expecting them to be like so mad at me. They weren't, they were chill. I was so exhausted from that day and then like the day before of driving that like whenever I hit that bed, I literally was just out.
I need a nap. And that's all. Where's she at?
Let's go get some earbuds.
I have a story to tell y'all later.
I really don't know what story I was talking about here. I don't know if it was because I was oversleeping or we saw like 2 people getting divorced in the sushi restaurant, or the fact that 3 people came up to me and Tristan was like, are y'all twins? Which is a common thing. Or if it was because this one woman came up to me, she's like, oh my god, are y'all famous? And I was like, no. And she's like, are you sure? Like, I seen y'all on TikTok. I was like, oh, this has been years. After we ate, we went shopping.
You know how much this usually is?
How much?
$60.
We're at Ross getting the goods for the girls.
But then they dropped me off. And I had to say like my goodbyes to them, and I got a little sad, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I think I actually cried whenever I was walking into the hotel because I was saying bye to my twin. But y'all, what's funny too is that like I didn't start missing him. Like he left in March. I didn't start missing him until about I think mid-August, which is bad. Like hello, you didn't miss your twin. I was like, it just felt like he was like sleeping at someone's house for like a long extended weekend. Like it didn't hit until like August.
I'll park in the handicaps to say goodbye to you real quick. Tristan, are you gonna give Olan a hug?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Okay. Give each other huggies.
Yeah, bye y'all. Bye.
Ah.
Love you, Grace.
Mwah. All right. Oh, someone's about to cry. He's not gonna cry.
Bye, I love you. Bye, I love you.
That was the most pathetic hug.
Love y'all.
But I went back to my room and I called Elizabeth and I was like, hey, I have to be up and at the airport at 4. Like I need to wake up at 3, get ready and leave. And she was like, okay, well, do you want me to call you at 3? I was like, yeah, I'm going to set my alarm, but can you call me at 3? And the reason I asked her to call me at 3 is because this girl is like a night owl. Like she stays up at night. Well, she used to, not anymore. She used to stay up all night and then go to bed at like 8 in the morning. I was like, I can rely on this girl for literally anything. So like, I know if I ask her to wake me up at 3, she will be waking me up at 3. I crawl up in bed. I get ready for bed. I crawl up in there. I go to sleep. My alarm clock goes off at 3. I wake up and then she calls me. She's like, hey, are you up? I was like, yeah. She's like, are you sure you're like, are you actually up or are you just talking to me right now and saying you're up? I was like, no, I'm up. And she's like, take a picture and send it to me. And so I sent a little like selfie to her in the mirror. She's like, okay, good. I'm actually gonna go to bed now. I was like, oh, okay. I get my Uber, I go to the airport, I make it through security, I go to Starbucks, and then I chilled out in the little area for like a while. I get on the flight, I have my little like extra leg room, I have my window seat, like there's like an empty seat next to me and then a person, whatever, and I was like, oh, this is great. Flight was like easy breezy, cover girl. I actually like slept on the plane, which is hilarious because I was talking about a few minutes ago how like sleeping in Ubers and stuff freaked me out. I landed in Atlanta, I'm walking through, I have my little airport crush. He comes up to me at some point and talks to me. It was cute, it was fun, I had my moment and never talked to him again. But then it was like connecting flight time. Walked to my little connecting flight and y'all, the second flight. And this flight was as if you were in a rattle cage with annoying ass kids yelling, but it was only just one that kept yelling. They kept throwing a fit. So whenever I booked this flight, I kept checking my thing. And I was like, oh, there's no one sitting next to me. Like, there's not a single soul sitting next to me. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because these flights, like the regional airport flights, whatever, like the planes are small, like there's no space, claustrophobic vibes, like please do not sit next to me. Like if I'm at this point, like I'm about to buy the seat next to me. Like these planes are so tiny. And, you know, some people say, oh, it's fine, it's whatever. But like, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I can deal with it, but like, if I can get on a big plane, put me on a big plane, please. Get in there, like there's nobody sitting next to me. It's fine. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, this is gonna be a good flight. I'm in a good mood. Like, airport crush dude just talked to me. Like, I'm on a little high. I'm happy. And then this woman comes up, and there's this man sitting in front of me. She goes, sir, my 2 kids are right here, and for whatever reason, like, my seat's in the back. Could you sit right there while I sit next to them? And like the sweet man was like, yes, ma'am. So he moves and sits next to me. And like, he's a bigger guy, so like he's naturally just taking up more space. He's like, and I'm over here like against the window. And I'm like, you know what? It's whatever. I have my earbuds in. I'm listening to music. I'm fine. Like, this flight's only an hour long. I do feel a little claustrophobic, but I'm gonna be okay. Like, this man is so nice for like actually moving for that lady. This lady next, like in front of me is nice. Like, I'm like, you know, it's fine. We take off, whatever, and I'm falling asleep. I have my earbuds in, so I shouldn't be hearing anything. Out of nowhere, I hear this kid break out into a feral scream. And the entire time, his poor grandmother is trying to like keep him and his little sister like occupied, like trying to keep them like quiet, like trying to keep them safe and like trying to make them feel safe, trying to make them feel okay, like trying to keep them quiet. And his little sister's like doing everything she can to like keep him like under control. And like, I'm like, he's older than her. Like, what is happening here? Keeps like sliding the window open, keeps like throwing his iPad everywhere, keeps screaming and yelling. And she's like, if you don't behave, I'm taking this from you. And she literally, like, he literally slams his iPad onto the ground and yells and says, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. He just starts yelling and screaming even louder. I'm over here like, Jesus, please get this kid under control. Like, Jesus, please. Like, I shouldn't be hearing this right now. And like, this is an early flight, so like everyone is trying to sleep. We're all like kind of like looking at each other, like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment, and I know for sure this woman is like feeling embarrassed. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn up my music even louder. I still hear this kid screaming and yelling and doing all of these things, and I'm like, do I want kids? Like, I think this is my birth control right here. At least I get to pick when I have them. At this point, you can just look at the grandmother. Her face is getting red. Like, you can tell like she's like embarrassed. She's like you can tell she's doing her like very best. This entire flight is like an hour and 30 minutes long. So I'm dealing with this entire time. His grandmother has to be exhausted. Like, she's been dealing with this the entire time. And his sister's over here being an angel, trying to keep him quiet. And like towards the end of the flight, I don't know what she said or what she did, but he finally like calmed down, and then we landed and he started screaming more, saying, I want to be first, like, let's go, like, I want to leave. And she's like, no, we have to wait, like first class goes, and then we'll go, and then the people behind us will go. And I'm over here like, yeah, like, please listen to your grandmother, like, just have some patience. And he's over here like, I want to go. And I'm like, kid, chill out. Please, just calm down. So I'm walking through the airport or whatever. And like at this time, I'm texting my mom. I'm like, hey, like I just landed. And I get to the car and she's like, did you have a good flight? I go, yeah, the first one was great. The second one was awful. And she was like, what do you mean? And so I explained it all to her. She's like, well, you know, like, he's a kid. Like, I get where you're coming from, but like, you also have to think, like, his ears are popping. He's probably been like, if you came from a connecting flight, this is obviously a connecting flight for him. Like, he's probably been up. He's like probably very frustrated, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, but like, you know, there's a time and place to act out. You know what I mean? But like, I explained it all to her and she's like telling me these things. And I'm like, yeah, like, I get where you're coming from. And then she was like, yeah, but he shouldn't have been acting like that at all. Like, I feel sorry. She was like, I feel sorry for his grandmother. I was like, me too. Like, I literally witnessed it. And yeah, I get home. It's the end of this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Hopefully.